Jojo Rabbit is a very special movie for me. It is one of my favorite movies of 2024. I know I am late. The first time I watched this movie, I was not expecting anything. Neither I had watched the trailer, nor I knew the plot. So whatever came on my way was a surprise. The only thing I knew about this movie was it was directed by Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder. And this movie won an Oscar. So I had many mixed feelings before watching this movie. But after watching this film, I just loved it. I can't tell you how many times I've seen final scene of this movie. So as you know how much I love this movie, I wanted to discuss it with people. But not much people around me watched it, and whoever even watched it, they were not as much as excited as I was. Hence this video. As I told you, I wanted to discuss this movie. I will go chronologically and will try to cover everything I wanted to cover. Before we begin, I just want to tell you that if you haven't watched this movie, please watch it, because there will be spoilers and this video will not do justice to the film. So let's begin. Scars. As the movie starts, we see Jojo preparing for the Nazi camp, and Jojo's imaginary friend compliments him by saying,
"Not to mention the fact you're really good looking."
And as the movie progresses, we see him getting insecure about his looks. In the start of the movie, it is clear that he feels superior because of the race he comes from. As he sees the people around him are stronger and smarter than him, he feels that he is at the bottom of the hierarchy. So as we see this insecurity kicking in him, we see him getting insecure about his looks. But along the movie, it is Elsa who normalizes it for him.
I should draw you again.
No one wants to see pictures of cripples.
You're hardly a cripple.
Letters. This feeling of inferiority enhances when he gets to know that the Jew who is hiding in his wall is also stronger and smarter than him, who are supposed to be inferior to Nancy. So just to overpower her, he uses a letter from Nathan. And when he reads out the letter to Elsa, she silently goes back to her room and starts crying, instead of using force on Jojo as she did earlier in the movie. This is when Jojo realizes what he has done. He has hurt a girl who has done nothing wrong to him. Then he writes another letter. And this is how the thing which is used as a destructive force at first becomes an icebreaker between them. Dagger. As we have seen how letters are first used as a destructive force, later becoming a communication between them. Similarly, daggers are considered as a weapon of destruction. In the movie, we see it's just a toy for Jojo, which he wants to use to kill the Jews. But later in the movie, we see dagger being portrayed as a weapon to protect the family.
Stay home, Jojo. Look after your family. Look after this knife.
Although it doesn't go well. Love in crisis. Maybe love is a dagger.
Love is a dagger.
Sorry, I was just joking. So, there are many kinds of love in crisis, but we are mainly talking about two: parental love and love as a beacon of hope. Importance of love being told to Jojo by both.
Now, just because you don't have a girlfriend.
I'm way too busy for a girlfriend.
One day you'll make time. You'll think of nothing else. You'll meet someone and spend your days dreaming of the moment you can hold them in your arms again. That's love.
Someday you'll meet someone special.
Why does everyone keep telling me that?
Who else tells you that?
Everyone?
Rosie's love for Jojo is protecting yet liberating. She shields him from the worst realities of the Nazi regime, while subtly challenging his Indocratic beliefs. Through humor, wisdom, and quiet defiance, she teaches him to question hatred and embrace compassion. Her sacrifice and wisdom anchors Jojo's eventual moral awakening. Similarly, Elsa also tries to help him by taking the role of his older sister.
You're not a Nazi.
I'm massively into swastikas, so I think that's a pretty good sign right there.
You're not a Nazi, Jojo. You're a 10-year-old kid who likes swastikas and likes dressing up in a funny uniform and wants to be part of a club. But you're not one of them. At first, Jojo doesn't see it that way, but relentlessly she tries to help him as a younger brother.
As a younger brother.
Yes, a younger brother.
In the world torn apart by violence and hatred, the love serves as a beacon of hope. We see how Rosie tells the army men who are coming from the war that she is proud of them and they should go hug their mother. Also, Yoki says this.
I'm gonna go home and see my mother. I need a cuddle.
Tying laces. Tying laces is a very evident parallel in the movie from the start. Tying laces are established as taking responsibility. In the start, Jojo is not able to tie his own laces. When Jojo and Rosie are by the river bank, we see she messes up Jojo's laces. It's a gently encouraging Jojo to grow up and figure out things on his own. Further in the film, Jojo ties Elsa's laces, referring that he is now ready to take responsibility.
Ready?
Dancing. What dancing means, it is established in the movie very clearly. As Rosie tells, dancing is for the people who are free. The first time we see Rosie and Jojo dance, then we also see a shot of Elsa sitting in the room and hearing the song. But she can't dance. It subtly explained what Rosie said. When Jojo asks Elsa what she will do,
What do you do when you're free? Dance.
and for me, that was the perfect ending. When Jojo asks, "What do we do now?" and Elsa starts to dance. It doesn't need any explanation. And for me, that was the perfect ending. Maybe it is because of this ending I love this movie so much. I don't know. So this was it. This was the video. Now I will go rewatch it for the fourth time. Until then, bye bye, tada, adios, bitches.
Du könntest schwimmen wie Delfine. Delfine ist schön.